Habitat for Humanity International was founded by Linda and Millard Fuller. Millard Fuller became a millionaire before he was 30 years of age. And like many people who achieve great financial success, found that something was really lacking in his life, and one day it came to him that there was something more that he should do with his money and his time. And so he literally gave up his business and went on a vision quest with his wife Linda to see how the rest of the world lived. And he came back from that vision quest with the idea that what people needed was simple, decent housing. And that was how Habitat for Humanity was founded.
We've recently received a grant for a little over $100,000 to allow us to acquire 5 lots at the end of Sun Valley Boulevard in the Lifestyle Homes subdivision. Bob Listner, who is I guess the chairman of the board of Lifestyle Homes, is partnering with Habitat in the construction of 5 homes to be interspersed throughout the subdivision that they have in process out there right now. I really do want to thank all of you for coming out on a Saturday morning when I know there's lots of other things you could be doing, and giving your time and your efforts, and hopefully not a bloody thumb, but you're out here working, and we really do appreciate it. This is Jennifer Prada, and she was just selected just a couple of days ago, really, and just had her meeting this morning with the subdivision owners out here, and I wanted you all to meet her so you know why you're out here working so hard.
That's a nice sign. When they offered the house to me, I couldn't believe it. I mean, it was like, I just had to thank the Lord, because he has been good to me, but I mean, this is such a blessing to me and to my family. I want my sons to be able to learn to maybe to help put this house together, that they can say that they were part of it, that they would appreciate it, that they would see also what a blessing it is. And it's really exciting to see all the people that want to help in a society that usually you don't even know your neighbors anymore, that people are all helping, and just because. Kind of like the old barn raisings. I think that's really neat.
Yeah, I think one of the things I like most about Habitat is you can see the difference. You really do make a difference. I think we've all worked in organizations, we've given our time, and after it was all over, we sometimes wonder, did I really make a difference? And I know with Habitat, I do make a difference. It's visible. You see these houses going up, you see the people, the difference it makes in their lives, and it just actually sort of a miracle.
I'm Jennifer Prada's son. She's getting the house here, and we're just working to get our quota of hours so that we'll get up soon and we can move in. It'll be a nice house, lots of area compared to where I used to live. It's pretty big, actually.
We have here exactly the same color as
I'm working as a supervisor for one of the Habitat homes up here, and we're doing it in the Lifestyle subdivision. I think Jeff Ostermill was pretty much the brainchild of the whole project. He thought about putting a house up inside a regular, normal subdivision. So what we're building here is actually one of Lifestyle's normal plans that they sell. As you can see here, this is the plan that the framers receive when they come out here to build. And it shows all the wall dimensions. And here you have a bedroom, closet, bedroom, a laundry, another bedroom, 3 bedrooms like I was saying, bath and bath, kitchen, living room, and a 2-car garage, about 1,000 square feet. As you can see, the garage, again, that number 3 bedroom and the living room. And as far as the roof, it's all truss, real easy to put up. That's my number one thing out here is nobody gets injured. It's just take our time, have a good time, and you get a lot done, and everybody goes home real happy.
This is going to be my sister's house.
She's the one who sent me the application because I didn't know anything about Habitat for Humanity. But her and her fiance Dan, he's over there, they're the ones that had wonderful things to say about Habitat and sent me the application.
Yeah, we were both interested in it already. We wanted to come out and help and, you know, get involved in it, and then
Little
I thought,
did she know.
hey.
The reason I'm out here today is to contribute a little bit of my labor to an effort to build a home for a person who would not normally be able to have a home.
This is a very expensive place to live, and a lot of people can't own their own homes without help, and it's really neat to be part of it because you see something visible going up instead of just contributing your time. You see a visible result, and knowing that people benefit from it is just a great feeling, and it's wonderful to be outdoors. It's a beautiful day, and I don't know, it makes me happy to give something that I can give that if I can't give money, I can give my time and my talents, and it's just part of doing God's work.
Well, I'd heard about it in our church at St. Paul's Methodist on Grandview, and I thought it may be something that I could contribute to, so I wanted to come on out and see what I could do.
Habitat depends totally on volunteers. Volunteers for donations, volunteers to give us items, volunteers to help with all of our money-making and fundraising events. We are a volunteer organization, a volunteer extensive and intensive, and it all goes toward building a house for a deserving family.
Yeah, I understand they have a database of 2,500 people approximately who are willing to help on a project like this. It's amazing to see the people are willing to contribute of their time and come out here on a Saturday afternoon and do this for someone else. That's a lot of people.
The walls are strapped at the bottom with metal strapping plates shot in with nails, so there's no way as we lift the wall it can slide off of the floor. The imperative thing is when we start lifting, we continue to lift. Even though we get to a point where it may feel like it's a little bit heavy, nobody, absolutely no one, leaves out from underneath the wall. Period, end of discussion. I promise you it will go up and set in place. Okay, and without any further ado, we want to be shoulder to shoulder all the way along the wall. Okay, everybody ready? Okay, lift. That's right, that's right. Just keep walking underneath. Looking good. Just hold it there, don't lower it. Okay. Excellent. Very well done. All right, one down, one to go. Let's go. All the places are used up. Push, push, push. There we go. Go down. Whoa. Good there. Back down, back down. Right on the back down. Right there. Good. Good. Go back to that corner. Go your way. Watch the pipes over there. Okay, stop there. Swing around. Go ahead. Come on, come on. Good, right. Okay, swing that in. Watch the pipe. Oh, watch it. Really higher here. All right. Straight up. Hold it. Straight up. Hold it there. Good side. Side. We got you trapped in with that. All right, now just lean it, walk it down to yourself slowly. That's right. Excellent, excellent. Just get down to the floor. Don't worry about the pipes, we have plumbers. Okay, let's set her down. Excellent. Woo! Yeah! Yeah!
I thought the wall raising was wonderful, just like back in the pioneer times.
You can see that there was nothing up here this morning. It was all laying flat. And here in about 4.5 hours, we have almost every exterior wall stood up right now. Well, I started making phone calls. I'd never called people for donations before of labor or materials. And I was just amazed. From the ground, which Celtic Construction did, they've done it all for free. They took care of doing all the groundwork. The people that did the foundations and all the flat work. It's just amazing. I've just had more people that have wanted to donate. The framers that have come out here and given us a hand on their own time with no pay.
This is the first house for which I've had involvement with. I feel the turnout here has just been much, much better than we could have hoped for. We have a beautiful day. We have a lot of energetic and enthusiastic people. I think that as time progresses with this particular house, what we see now is going to be turned into a piece of luxury for Miss Prada and her family.
I've wanted to volunteer for Habitat for Humanity for quite some time. I'm a single mother, and I think that this is the way for single parents to get into a new home or get into any home. Kind of reminds me of the old barn raising idea, and it amazes me that it took this long for this idea to come about.
She sure did.
Well, it's been about 2 weeks since we were pushing the walls up, and since then we've rolled up the roof trusses, which this is a roof truss. What's nice about a roof truss is it's a roof rafter and ceiling joist all in one piece. And these come out shipped, laying down like a deck of cards. So when the framer gets on the job, they're laying from plate to plate on top of the building. He just stands them up and stretches them out across the building at full span from end to end at 24 inches on center. So once they're up, then all we do is come back and we brace them and put roof sheeting on the top of them, and you have your roof assembly all ready to go. We're in the living room right now, front door, front window. Again, you can see the bottom of the trusses now, and these trusses are in the living room are what they call a scissor truss. They're not a flat cord, which would normally be from plate or from 8 foot straight across like a normal ceiling. They vault the ceiling in here, give the room a little more spaciousness. But you can see again where we sheeted underneath it, and now we're backing out for drywall as we go by too, because drywall has to span from truss to truss. On the end here there'd be nothing for it to nail to, so we put these what they call nailers along the edge that'll flush the drywall in. In here we have the, this is just a kitchen partition, what we have here between the living room and the kitchen. And again, it's only a little under 8 feet, but it gives a lot of spaciousness because the ceiling carries right over the top to the kitchen. Okay, right now, Orville is going ahead and he's putting on what they call their H25s. They're a little clip that nail into the plates, and they also nail to the side of the truss. And what those do is, every so often you'll see in the news where there's been a big windstorm go through different parts of the country, and a roof will actually lift off a house. Well, these prevent that. Every time the sun comes up, they've been out here working on the house. It's just been really great. And Darren up here, this is about his third time out here too. He's been out here to give us a hand, and he's a professional framer, which really helps an awful lot because he knows how to move. He's good up high. And we're going to try and get this place sheeted off today because they say there's a monster storm coming in tonight, and we'd like to get it sheeted so we don't get too much snow inside here. And then once it dries out again, the roofers will come in, put the composition roof on it.
I'm surprised they let me up on the roof today. It's not the norm. They were going to have me painting fascia, but the paint has not arrived yet. So instead of just being idle, here I am up on the roof. But it's neat. It'll be really neat to see it from all the different stages. You know, you certainly will know how it is to build a house when you're finished. That's for sure. What we're doing right now is we're tacking down the sheeting so that when they're up here that they won't catch their foot or trip on anything.
Okay, I've got probably almost a quarter of an inch in between these.
That's my boss and her husband. Her husband is Dan. This is my boss, Kim. And they've just been dying to come and help every chance they can get. And it's really a blessing. Every little bit that you do, you feel a little bit more endeared to the house, I think. Well, let's see, my brother Douglas and his wife Laura are here with me today.
Laura's hand? Yeah. Really, that's Laura. Take her word for it.
And my father Les is hiding out in the closet behind me. There's my mother Marie. Yep. I'm just so thrilled about her being able to have the opportunity to have a Habitat house, and we've really learned a lot from all of the little chores you have to do when you're doing your own work. It's been interesting.
Oh, you just said that so nice. I'll just go wet your ring.
Here, go rinse that one out for me.
We're doing the landscaping right now. The house is almost complete inside. There's cabinets, drywalls, and paint. This next week we'll probably put the carpet down and the countertops. Right now we're doing this is a work party sponsored by Wells Fargo today. They've been kind enough over this last year to donate $5,000 to the local Habitat affiliate here. And Glenn is a contractor here in town with Callender and Sons, and he's volunteered to come out and run the landscaping and the irrigation system for us, along with Western Turf and Moana Nurseries and Western Supply, I believe it was, for the sprinklers.
That's correct. That's correct. We also had participation from Rainbow Rock and Oxborough Trucking. They were very generous in helping us out with some of the landscape materials that were necessary. And without these volunteers out here, though, nothing would be happening today. And we're very grateful to have all their good help.
The volunteers that you see around us today, they're actually employees of Wells Fargo, and they've come out on their day off to help rake mud and plant trees. So we had a lot of rain the last 2 days. It's kind of rough out here, but it's starting to dry out a little bit now. We're getting quite a bit done. So if the weather just holds off for us, we'll probably get pretty well complete today.
I'm out here with Wells Fargo Bank, and we're participating in the Habitat for Humanity project. We are putting in a beautiful garden today. We're trying to landscape the front yard. We're all having a great time, and we're filthy.
We're here to celebrate a very, very special day today. The home that you're looking at is the new family home for the Jennifer Prada family. We are very proud to be here as an organization with a partnership with Lifestyle Homes to create this house. As most of you know, but the few that don't know, we build houses for deserving low-income families. The Jennifer Prada family certainly fits that category. We charge no interest, we charge no profit, We carried the mortgage ourselves. I'd like to introduce Jennifer and her family. Come on, Jennifer. Jennifer Prada. This is the younger boy, his name is Jonna. This is the older boy, he's named Joshua, and here's Jennifer. There are 4 J's, J, 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 and J. This is the family that's going to live in this house. Yesterday, because Founders Title, who have done all our escrow for us, worked their heart out, at 4:30 yesterday afternoon, we closed the escrow. So they're going to move in this afternoon.
I didn't know much about Jennifer. The only thing I did learn about her is that she has an incredible support from family and friends. It's like we did the wall raising. The vast majority of people out there were friends of hers that stayed out all day. And most of the people are not outside people. They're in the sun, and they kept cranking all day long, all day long. When we painted this house inside that day, I said, we're going to get this house painted in one day. And these people, not a complaint, they just sucked it up and they just cranked on this house all day long. Yeah. And we walked out of the house, and for the most part, we had one good coat of paint on everything in that entire home. So like I said, Jennifer's family and friends, just incredible support, and that speaks well of Jennifer, because I don't really know Jennifer that well, but when she has that much support from family and friends, I figured, well, people aren't going to give her time that really know her unless she's a good person. So I just got to say that about you. That's how I look at you, as your family and friends, and you got some killer family and friends.
I do. That's a good way to put it. Killer family and friends.
Absolutely.
My support system has been awesome, and the people, my family, my friends, everyone was always eager just to jump right in. What can I do to help? Can I come out? Can I come out and hammer? Can I come out and sweep? And they were wonderful.
Yeah, everything got done.
Couldn't ask for better friends, and God is good. I just have to say that He's good.
Well, Jennifer, it took 7 months to get it done.
Yeah, it did, but it's finally finished.
We're going to go ahead and put the plaque on now. We'll call it done.
Okay.
Yes, indeed, the last touch.